Hello and good evening, and welcome to this minor Division 2 Season 24 Match Day 10. This will be the last day in the season's calendar. Everything in Division 2 seems to be wrapped up with a nice little bowl, so we're going to jump right into it. It's going to be Seoul MFC taking on Cairo City. Seoul sitting in 5th in the Division 2 minors. Cairo City sitting in 4th. Cairo City looking to possibly get up to 3rd if they're able to win and enter London. Loses. Seoul could jump Cairo City on a win here and take that 4th spot. Cairo City is going to be in the yellow and blacks. Seoul in their navy blues with the stripes. Maybe it's green. Sorry, it's green, you guys. Bot gets it over to McLeod. McLeod all the way back to Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes don't set it up here. Twinkle Toes shoots it down the field. Long kick, headed down. Heungmin comes down with it over to Panda. Panda gets it up to Simmons. Simmons running now. Grizz steps into it and goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Seoul. Cameronova gets the throw-in over to Panda. Panda now back with it. Panda in the box. Gets it over to Bamford. Bamford with it, looking for somebody, but Grizz picks off that pass. And now Simmons takes the ball away from Grizz, gets it back to Bot. And we are simming. That was some quick action there. Cairo sitting at 3-0-6. Seoul sitting at 2-2-5. Seoul with a -5 goal differential in the season. Cairo City with a -14. Cairo City with the throw-in. Gets it over to Softenson. Dusk up to Grizz. Grizz gets it back to Dusk. Over to Herrera. Herrera gets it up. Over to Yujang. Back to Rascal. Over to Grizz. Grizz looking for Bobby, but it's just a little too far, and Twinkle Toes comes down with it. Still 0-0. Twinkle Toes kicks it at deep, and Bot comes down with it for Seoul. Gets it up to Salaka. Salaka shot, and it's deflected. Panda's going to get to the loose ball. Panda over to Cameronova. Cameronova can't control it. Yujang with a great takeaway there, not the foul. Gets it up to Slothenson. Slothenson up, and Doug the second kicks it out. It's going to be a corner kick for Cairo City. Yujang over this corner kick for Cairo City. Sends it in. Headed around. Zoldyck Jr. is going to come down with it. Over to Yujang. Yujang. Back to Zoldyck. But offsides. Herrera with the throw-in for Cairo City. Gets it over to Slothenson. Slothenson with it. Looking. Gets it back to Herrera. Herrera over to Rascal. Rascal's shot is over the bar. 25th minute. Twinkle Toes shoots it up the court field. Yujang comes down with it for Cairo City. Cairo City staying on the attack now. Slothenson back to Robertson. Over to Dusk. Dusk up to Grizz. Grizz over to Herrera. Herrera now looking for space. Herrera has space. Herrera shot, and Twinkle Toes outstretched arm saves it. Herrera with a great play, but does not come away with the goal. Cameronova throws it into Doug. Doug gets it over to McLeod. Doug back to McLeod. Bobby steps into that one, but Seoul keeps possession. Seoul over to back to Cameronova. A lot of quick passing. Panda loses touch of that. Herrera takes it away. Panda almost gets it back, but Herrera regains it. Now Seoul takes it away. Finds Heugmin, and Wolf comes out of the net to stop that opportunity. Heugmin had a great opportunity on goal with a great play through ball, but Wolf read it right and took it away. Seoul trying to get back on possession. Simmons takes it down to Slaka. Slaka with it. Slaka's cross is deflected. Zoldyck Jr. loses it to Slaka, who finds Heugmin, and Heugmin buries it for their 4th of the season to give Seoul MFC a 1-0 lead over Cairo City. Slaka's first cross was blocked by Robertson. Zoldyck comes, but a heavy touch in the box gives it right back to Slaka, who finds Hughman wide open, and that is the opener. 1-0, Seoul MFC. 39th minute, Herrera with a corner for Kairos City. Sends it in, headed, and it's just above the bar. Nothing comes of that. It's going to be a goal kick for Seoul. Twinkle Toes shoots it up. Headed around. Seoul looking to keep possession, and they do. Bot has it over to Doug. Doug looking for the play. Finds Hughman. Hughman's chip is brought down by Wolf. Hughman was offsides anyways, so no damage done. Now we're at halftime. 1-0, Seoul MFC over Kairos City. Seoul with 4 shots, 3 on target. Kairos City 4 shots, 1 on target. Seoul with a .93 XG and Kairos City with a .48. Kairos City slightly leading in possession, 51%. Otherwise, it's a really well matched game, which you'd expect with the 4th and 5th team taking on each other. No yellow cards yet. So overall, great first half. We're going to see what the second half has to offer us in just a second. Kairos City with the kickoff. Gets it all the way back to Robertson, over to Zoldyck Jr. Back to Robertson. Robertson looking for the room, gets it up to Rascal. Rascal back to Dusk. Back to Rascal. Some space now. Heavy touch, but Doug the second takes it away. And now we are simming. Injury. Daniel Herrera. That's going to be a big loss for Kairos City. Daniel Herrera touches the ball so much. And you're going to have Carlos come in. But that is a big loss for Kairos City. Naveer Jr. with it. Naveer Jr. gets it over to Slofitson, over to Zoldyck Jr. And that Bot steps into that one to send it out of play. Nope, they're calling a penalty. They're calling a penalty on Bot. It's going to be a penalty kick. They might have got some leg. At first review, it looked good. But we will see. Decision out. And no penalty. I thought it looked clean. From the ref's point of view, it probably looked like he stepped into it, but clean. Cameron Nova booked in the 53rd minute. Naveer Jr. with it, running up the sideline, gets it over to Grizz. Grizz over to, and that's headed back out. Naveer Jr. with it, over to Rascal. Rascal up to Yu Jang with it. Bouncing around, Smith shot. Stan Smith ties the game with their first goal of the season on a beauty of an assist by Yu Zhang. And this was a great pass in, deflected off Twinkle Toes. Smith finds it and scores. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, guys. I had somebody stepping in my office, my kid, sorry. And Kim Hyun-min takes the lead for Seoul on a beautiful goal. That's going to make it 2-1 Seoul. Sorry about that, you guys. Kairos City with the free kick gets it over to Rascal. Back to Dusk. Dusk gets it up. Yu Jang. Rascal over to Robertson. Rascal back to Dusk. Dusk up to Rascal. Rascal over to Ujang. Ujang over to Grizz. Grizz over to Zoldyck. Zoldyk's heavy touch gets him up. Zoldyck pass in, and Smith's shot is saved. It's going to be a corner for Cairo City. We have 20 minutes left in the 90. Zoldyck sends it in. Bobby gets to it. Bobby over to Zoldyck. And Slaka sends it out of play. Slaka. Free kick for Smith. Right outside the box. Shoots it in, and it just curves and goes a little bit wide. I don't know if it was going to be high and wide, but it was wide. Zoldyck was booked in the 76th minute. We're now 5 minutes left. Slotherson, Cairo City on the attack. McLeod takes it away. Panda with it. Panda circles, finds Cameron Nova. Bot with the shot, and it goes wide. We're now 4 minutes left of the 90. Looks like Zoldyck Jr. for a corner for Cairo City. Sends it in. Headed out by Doug. Bobby gets to it with 2 minutes left. Doug. That ball is headed well over the bar. Good cross by Bobby, but nothing comes of it. We're going to get 5 minutes of stoppage time minimum. 92nd minute. Salaka sends it in. Headed out. Doug is going to win the race to it. Simmons is banged up, but playing through it. Simmons trying to waste some time. Can't really move too much. Bad pass. That ball's going to be cleared. McLeod's going to win the race to it. Gets it back to Twinkle Toes. You're going to look at Cairo City pressing here to maybe get the draw. Slotherson over to Ujang. Ujang with it. Ujang looking. Ujang crosses. Headed out. Salaka gets it further, but Zoldyck Jr. gets it down. Zoldyck Jr. now looking for the cross. Gets it over to Grizz. Back to Zoldyck. Over to Bobby. Big shot block. Rascal comes down with it. Over to Dusk. Cairo City has some time to score this tie. Time to score the tying goal. So Robertson over to Zoldyck. Slothenson up to Ujang. Ujang's going to win the race. Turns it around. Shot is blocked, but the cross goes in, and Twinkle Toes comes down with it. Now we have just under a minute. No minutes left. We're in the 96th minute. Corner for Cairo City. This will be it. Cairo City. Zoldyck sends it in. Headed all the way. Ujang gets it over to Zoldyck. Zoldyck shoots it back in, and Twinkle Toes comes down with it, and it is all over. There's the final whistle. Seoul MFC wins 2-1 over Cairo City. This is going to bump them up into 4th place. Actually, as it stands, they'll be in 3rd place, depending on the Inter-London match. Cairo City with goals from Kim Hyun-min, 2 of them, 36 minute and 66 minute. Stan Smith was the goal scorer for Cairo City. Really, really great game. Great finish to their season and something to build off for next season. Next up, we're going to have North Shore taking on Rapid Magyar. This is the 1-2 matchup that had a lot of implications until North Shore wrapped up the Division 2 auto promo spot. Now Rapid is getting prepared for taking on CS Rova in the relegation playoff. And we're about to kick off North Shore United. 5-0 in the last 5. Only mark on their record is 1 draw. They are 8-1-0. Rapid Magyar 3-0-2 in their last 5. They're 6-1-2 overall. Those are the current standings. North Shore gets the kickoff. And they're going to work it around. Last time these two met, North Shore won 5-2. Pruney was booked in the 4th minute. Gibraltar kicks off to Mustache Maldonado. Up to Rashford. Rashford back to Maldonado. Gets it up to Banana, who loses it. Now, Rapid was attacking, but they lost it on a kind of weird pass. North Shore with it. Gainsbourg with it. Crosses it in, and that is taken away by Squid. Sent all the way out. Gibraltar with it. Gets it over to Gerard. Gerard gets it up to Pruney. Pruney now running. Pruney with it. Pruney looking for a cross. Finds the cross. It's bounced around. Rapid still with it. But Miko Rashford III takes it away and scores from the top of the box to make it 1-0. Ball kind of bounced around. Rapid had possession of it, but before the ball could fully be cleared out, Rashford steps in, takes it away, hits off the post and in to beat Asprey to give North Shore United a 1-0 lead. Corner for North Shore. Bob sends it in. Headed around. Janik comes down with it. Squid over to Hajanic. That shot is blocked. Banana gets the loose ball, sends it back to Rashford, up to Maldonado, over to Gainsbourg, back to Banana, over to James. James with it, shot saved. Brilliant save there. So it'll be a corner for North Shore. Pruney sitting on a yellow card over this corner, sends it in. Headed out, Pruney, and that's going to go out of place, so Pruney's going to collect the ball and redo it. Corner again, Pruney over top of it. Pruney sends it in. Headed around to Prillo with it, over to James, over to Pruney. Back to James. James shot blocked. Pruney with it, though. Still scrambling. Pruney takes their time, looks for the pass. It's intercepted, but Gerard gets it back, and then Rapid's able to clear it. Rapid with the throw-in over to Martin. Over to Hajanic. Hajanic's touch sends it to Squid. Squid, heavy touch. Bob's heavy touch gets James' takeaway. Pruney sees Mordano, now Banana on a shot, and it's off the post. Banana had the goalkeeper beat. Rashford dribbles it out of bounds. Rapids on do the throw-in. This is a dangerous throw-in, but nothing comes of it. Chicken over to Gerard. Gerard back to Chicken. Over to Gibraltar. Back to Moderno. Over to Chicken. Back to Gibraltar. Back to Chicken. Kicks it up deep. Space had worked out, but Rapid comes down with possession. Gets it over to Squid. Loses it. Moderno gets to it. Sends it over to James. James can't handle that one, so Stamp is running. It's 1-0 North Shore. Goran with it. Sends it over. Crossed in. Evil with the header. Greg Evil gets his 10th of the season on a beautiful cross. They're saying he was offsides, so let's check it. And it's not offsides. Beautiful play. Mandragoran gets it over to Nuso, who finds Evil's head, and Evil knocks it into the goal to tie it up. We're all at one, and what a beauty of a play. Yep, was all on sides. First touch on that cross as well. But Janet gets it up. Ginsburg loses it. Rapid with it. Rapid finds Nuguso. Shot is saved. It was offsides. It looked offsides. Gerard. Free kick sends it up to James. James with it. Finds Pruney. Pruney with it. Heavy touch, and Bob takes it away. Finds Nuguso. Nuguso with a shot, and it's wide. Mustache Maldonado throwing it in. Rashford. Over to Rashford. Finds the head of Brody James, and Brody James gets their 7th of the season off of a beautiful shot. They're saying offsides. And it wasn't. Goal recorded. Sorry, it's spring break. Kids are home. So they want to always see what Dad's doing. Gaisberg gets it over to Banana. Banana finds James. James finds Alexander Del Perlo for their 14th of the season. And what a beauty it was. Gaisberg gets it up to Banana. Banana finds James. Del Perlo sticks back. Beautiful pass in, and Del Perlo just knocks it home. What a beauty. 3-1 North Shore. And we're only in the first half. Bob, free kick, sends it in. Gerard keeps it from going out of play, but Rapid keeps it. Stamp has it now. Stamp looking for the cross. Stamp gets it over to Bob. Shot, and it's a big save by Furious Chicken. Keeps it 3-1. We're now 3 minutes left in this first half. Gibraltar up to Gaisberg. Over, but it's intercepted by Mandorgoran. Stamp with it. Stamp beats Pruney, but Pruney steps into it and takes it away. James with it. James running up the sideline. Brody James been a key part of this North Shore team. Over to Mildoro. Mildoro over to Machado. Maldonado into Banana, and that shot's blocked. Banana looking for one and just cannot seem to get one. Off the post and blocked on those. Banana with it. Back to Maldonado. Maldonado. Over to Milduro. Over to James. James with it. Into Del Perro. Shot is blocked. Good chance that's it. Halftime. 3-1 North Shore. North Shore with 9 shots. 5 on target. Rapid with 4 shots, 1 on target. 2.64 XG for North Shore. 0.43 for Rapid. And North Shore having possession 60% of the time. Overall, North Shore is showing their excellence in this game and why they are undefeated on the season. Rapid with the kickoff, looking to change that. Sent deep, headed down. Habjanik with it now. Habjanik sends it over to Ngusu. That ball goes out. Throw in for North Shore. Gotta wonder how much North Shore is going to keep attacking compared to knowing that they're pretty much done this season. They've already wrapped up the Division II title. Not much to play for here. Same thing with Rapid. I mean, they're going to be in the promotion playoff here, and this game's not going to change anything about it. So, but you're seeing 2 teams give it their all anyway. Maldonado with it up to Banana. Banana, Del Pearl, shot, goal. 15th of the season. If he was onside, it looked offsides to me. But we're going to review it. And it's a goal. They stayed on sides. What a great run by Del Perro when it looks like it's offsides to everybody. And it was Rashford the second, and Del Perro really timed the run perfectly going sideways along the offsides line. Right here, turns sideways. Mandragoran keeps them on, and now it's 4-1 North Shore. North Shore Pruney sends it in, headed over the bar, and nothing comes of that. It's going to be a goal kick for Rapid. Asprey sends it up. It's heading down. Banana with it. Mildorno over to Pruney. Pruney finds James. James back to Pruney. Pruney over to Milduro. Over to Maldonado. Shot. Big save by Asprey to keep it 4-1 with 30 minutes in the 90. 2/3 of the way through this one. Back to Chicken. Chicken over to Gerard. That pass is intercepted, but heavy touch. Del Perlo takes it away. Del Perlo looking for the hat trick, and it's blocked. It's going to be a corner. Squid with a huge block to keep it 4-1. Rashford the second over it. Rashford sends it in. Gibraltar settles it down. Over to Gerard. Back to Pruney. Pruney to James. James heavy touch. Stamp takes it away. Throw in. Pruney over top of it. Throws it into James. James with it. Back to Pruney. Milduro tries to find James, but that pass was intercepted. Maldonado comes down with it. Rashford with it now. Rashford sets up so many goals. Sends it in. And Asprey tracks it and gathers it, and nothing comes of that attack. Still 4-1, North Shore. Asprey sends it up. Headed down, Bob with it. Bob finds Ngusu. Ngusu running now. Ngusu looking for the cross. Crosses it in. Crosses it all the way to Stamp. Stamp with it. Stamp shot. Goal. Second goal of the season. Assisted by Ngusu. That's going to be their second assist. I don't think anything was off on that one. It looked really great. Stamp with it. Just buries it. 4-2. Rapid cuts it down. Stamp was booked in the 68th minute. Pruney over top of this corner looking to make it 5-2 for North Shore. Sends it in. Headed away. It's going to be a goal kick. Maldonado with the free kicks. Banana gets it over to Maduro. James over to Pruney. Pruney looking for the runner. Pruney with it. Shot is blocked. It's going to be a corner. James with it. James over to Rashford. Back to James. Over to Bananas. Bananas' header is saved. What a save by Asprey. Banana put a lot into that header. Banana looking for another goal on the season. They've been stopped 3 times so far today. Post, block, and now save. Janik over to Bob. Back to Janik. Janik's shot goes wide. Goal kick for North Shore. Down to 12 minutes left. Pruney over top of bar. Sends it in. Squid with it. Over to Stamp. Over to Bob. Bob up. Janik loses it. Del Perlo sends it up, but Grimsbergen gets to it. Janik with it now. Janik running. Janik passes it up to Evil, and that shot is wide. Offsides, I believe, too. Down to 5 minutes left here. 85th minute. Martin up to Bob. Bob looking, but Maldonado takes it away. Banana with it over to Rashford. Rashford with space. Rashford running over to Ginsburg. Ginsburg's shot is saved. Asprey knocks it out of play for a corner. Rashford the second over this corner. Or is it the third? I think it's the second. Those lines blend really well. That is good block by Evil. It's going to be another corner on the other side. Rashford over this one. Sent in. Headed down, and it's saved. It's another corner kick. Rashford over it. Headed out. Maduro gets to it. Pretty shot goes over the bar and bounces between all the seats and comes back out. Free kick. Rashford sends it in. Nagusu gets to it. Nagusu shoots it up. Nobody's over there except Ginsberg. Gibraltar comes down with it. Gibraltar is attacking now up the sideline. Back to Maldonado over to Rashford. Rashford turns, finds Maduro. Over to James. James, heavy touch, and that shot goes wide. It was blocked. James knocked it off the player. So it's a corner. Rashford over top of this corner. Sends it in. Headed out. James sends it back in, and Asprey comes down with it, and we have 1 minute left in the original 90. About to find out how many minutes of stoppage time this one's going to give us. Maldonado has it. Chips it over to James. James with it. James shot goes over the bar. We're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time. Through 1 minute, through 2 minutes, and this last 30 seconds of the minimum 3 minutes. Corner, headed down, blocked, over to Stamp. Stamp running with it. Stamp chips it up to Nagusu. Nagusu's shot is saved, and it's going to be a corner. Bob sends it in. Maduro gets to it, but Janik takes it away, and that is the full-time whistle. And North Shore wins 4-2. Miko Rashford the fourth. There's more than two. There's more than three. Oh, they all run together. In the 14th minute, Brody James in the 28th minute, and Alexander Del Toro in the 32nd and 54th. Greg Evil and Stamp on goals for Rapid. We're going to get into our last Season 24 Minors Division 2 Matchday 10 game and overall season game, as Inter London is going to take on Athenine FC. Inter London is playing for third. If they draw, they will take third place back from Seoul. Athenine is looking to not finish bottom of the table. So with a win, Athenine can move up, whereas a draw or a loss keeps them at the bottom. Last five, Athenine, 2 wins, 3 losses. Inter London, I missed it, sorry. Those are where the standings lie now. I believe London's in the blue and whites, and Athenine's going to be in the white and golds. Heavy touch by Esposito, and Paya takes it away. Action with it. Oscar Action's been having a good season for Athenine. Action with it. Action in the box. Sends it into Merez, and that shot is blocked and out for a corner. Munez over the top of the ball. Headed down, and it's taken away, and Letzi gathers it. Lizard with it. Lizard looking for space. Gets it over to Bear. Bear over to Gagne. That pass is intercepted. Action with it. Action. Finds Condi. Condi's shot is over the ball. Blobby with it. Blobby over to Paya. Back to Blobby. All the way over to Lizard. That ball's bouncing around. Gagne with it. Now Gagne with the chance. Sends it in, and it's off the Athenine player. It's going to be a corner kick. Caparelli over top of this one for London. 10 minutes into it. Sends it in. And it's taken down by Cobry. Cobry plays it fast. Sends it all the way up the pitch. Only a London player's there. London comes down with it. Now they're looking to attack. Klobuchar marking Paya. Paya with it. Paya looks to cross. Sends it in. Headed down, and Cobry saves it. Great play by Paya. Even better save by Cobber. 16th minute. Athenon struggling to get it out. Gagne takes over for London. Gagne gets it over to Paya. Paya already has one good cross, but the heavy touch gives it back. But that heavy pass gives it right back. Now Paya with it, sends it in, finds Mr. Blobby on the far post, and they bury it to give London the 1-0 lead over Athenon. Bad pass by Condi to Exposito. Leads to the turnover. Paya with it, sends it up. Blobby is just right there. Paya with another great pass. And now we sim. 1-0, Inter London. Inter London keeping the majority of the possession since the beginning. Paya with it, been a big player for Inter London. Finds Caparelli. Caparelli's shot is saved by an outstretched Cabri. And it's 1-0 still. Caparelli over top of this one. Sends it in. Headed out. Hutchinson Jr.'s going to win the race. London's going to keep possession of it. London with a throw, and Paya throws it in to Kane. Kane to Hutchinson. Over to Paya. Up to Gagne. Finds Kane. Kane gets to it. Kane's shot is blocked as somebody go out for a throw-in. Throw-in. Paya. Deep in their end. Sends it over to Caparelli. Caparelli back to Gagne. Gagne crosses it, and that header from O'Neill's a little weak. Cabry's able to come down with it very easily. Cabry sends it all the way up. I don't really like this strategy. Too many London players back there, and they take it away very easily. Kane with it. Kane over to Paya. Paya over to Caparelli. Hutchinson Jr. all the way back to Letzi. Letzi to Caparelli. Over to Gagne. Gagne running. Gagne sprinting. Gagne looking to beat Conde. Sends it in. All the way out to the top of the box. Lizard has it. Crossed in and finds Arthur Kane for their fourth. Great pass in by Angry Lizard to find Kane to make it 2-0 Inter London. Bad pass, almost taken away by Action, but Bear gets back to it. Lizard with it now. Lizard over to Blobby. Blobby over to O'Neill. O'Neill's shot is off of somebody, and it's going to be a corner. Caparelli on the corner. Sends it in. Hutchinson Jr. with it. Hutchinson Jr. chips it, and Cabry comes down with it to keep it 2-0. Maeva on the run, tries to get up to Action, off-target pass, Bear steps into it, but Maeva takes it back away. Oscar Action has Munoz, but decides to shoot, and that might have not been the best decision. Cabry sends it all the way up. Headed down by London, they keep it. That's the third time I've seen that play and it not work out. Lizard now attacking. Lizard finds Mr. Blobby for their second of the game. And second assist by Angry Lizard. What a great play by Lizard to run half the length of the field off of coming down with the headed ball and find Blobby running with them. Great pass in. And Blobby just buries it. 3-0 Inter London. Not to go back, but yeah, I don't like the deep kick plan that Athenon is trying to execute here because it's led to many counterattacks from London off of it. They're not really being able to keep much possession. We're still in the first half. It's 3-0. I'd like to see them change that at halftime. Bear with it from London. Gets it over to Oscar Ashen. Munoz. And that shot is saved. Lizard gets it into Dr. Wad. Over to O'Neal. O'Neal over to Blobby. Blobby sends it in. Kane with the header. And it's blocked by Scraper. It's going to be a corner kick. Dr. Wad sends it in. Hutchison Jr. loses it. It's a big kick. And 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first. And that's going to be halftime. 3-0 Inter London. 13 shots, 7 on target. Over on the other side, Athenine, 5 shots, 1 on target. 3.39 XG on Inter London. 0.84 for Athenine. 60% possession for Inter London. Inter London just completely controlling this game and showing their abilities. I'll get some halftime subs and then we'll start the second half. Blobby kicks it off. Luke Van Setten comes in for Athenine. Bear with it. Over to Wad. Dr. Wad with the captain's armband. Sends it into Blobby, but it's just misdirected. And now we're off to Semming. Wad sends it in. Headed around. Nothing comes of that. O'Neal has it. O'Neal with it. O'Neal over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson up to Bear. Bear over to Gagne. Over to Wad. Wad finds Blobby. Blobby buries it for the hat trick if it stands. If it stands. They're on review. No goal. Blobby was offsides. It looked offsides. Made the run just a second too early. Throw in Paya into Gagne. Over to Paya. Paya finds Kane. Kane over to Gagne. Gagne, top of the box. Gagne, shot. And Coppery gathers it. Good save. 30 minutes left in the 90. 2/3 of the way through this game, too. Flying through the 60 minutes. Injury. Looks like Oscar Action is down with an injury. This is even worse. Oh, that's not a good injury to have. 15 minutes left. Oscar Action out of the game at the 72nd minute. Huge part of Athenine's attack. Now you have a super sub who comes on. And you're hoping you can build off of that. They find super sub. Super sub shot is saved. It's going to be a corner. Sometimes these super subs can be amazing. Munoz over the ball. Ball sends it in. And it's brought down by Letzi. 3-0. We're going into the last 10 minutes of the 90. Klobuchar booked. Yellow card. Caparelli comes down with that header from Hutchinson Jr. Back to Letzi, over to Bear. Bear over to Lizard. Lizard with it, sends it up to O'Neal. O'Neal back to Bear. Bear dribbling back to Letzi. Over to Hutchinson Jr. They're just taking their time. Gets it over to Lizard. Lizard finds O'Neal. Now they're going to run. They have a little bit of space. Over to Wad. Wad looking. Gagne. Gagne gets it passed through to Mr. Blobby because Kane lets it go through. And that is a corner. Dr. Wad over this corner. Sends it in. Headed. It's going to be out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Inter London with 5 minutes left. Goal kick. Cauvery. Free kick. Cauvery sends it up. And Inter London comes down. Where have we heard this story from? Finds Wad. We're frozen for a second. We'll see what happens. Something happened. Super sub came away with the ball. Now Stitcherson with it. Stitcherson up the sideline, looking to pass in, passing around, and that shot is over the ball. It's out of play for a goal kick. 4 minutes left in the 90. Hutchinson Jr. over to Bear. Bear over to Lizard. Lizard has space now. Lizard working it up. Lizard gets it up to Wad. That's a bad foul. And it's going to be a yellow card. Because Dr. Wad is hurt. Grimes is hurt as well. It's a red card. Leo Fletcher with the red card. Dr. Wad. Yellow and red card on that. That was... So Athenaut playing with 10 players now. Because of that red. It was a bad tackle. It could have been a straight red tackle. Lizard with it. Lizard loses it. Maeva steps into it, but Lizard keeps possession of it. We're getting 5 minutes of injury time, Lizard. And that's tripped up, and Maeva... Nope, they're saying that's a penalty. It looked clean. Not gonna lie, that one looked clean, but they're saying it's a penalty on the field. So they're going to review it. This is to extend the 5 minutes of stoppage time as well. No penalty. I thought it looked clean. So this is going to be a corner. Caparelli over top of it. Caparelli sends it in. Headed all the way out, and now we're simming again. We're down to the last minute of the 5 minutes minimum of stoppage time. Back to Letzi. Letzi over to Paya. Paya, good touch, gets him past Van Setten. Paya running. Paya looking for the cross, sends it in, and Cabri comes down with it. 30 seconds left in the 5. Cabri throws it out to Scraper. Would have loved to have seen that earlier. And now you see Athadai. Oh, and that was a bad pass to Esposito. Kane takes it away, but Klobuchar takes it away from Kane. Now Esposito with it over to Munoz. Munoz up the sideline. Munoz looking to attack. Munoz looking, sends it all the way. Was trying to get to Maeva, but that ball was picked off, and it's all over. Inter London wins their last match 3-0 over Athenine to retake third place from Seoul. Overall, great game by Inter London. Inter London has a lot of promise. They keep building on it. Athenine still at the early stages of the build. They're getting better. Oscar Action's such a huge player. Didn't give up anything when they got the second yellow card, and that was the subsequent red. And there are your final match day 10 and final standings for Miners Division 2. North Shore United, first place with 28 points. Rapid second place. Going into the relegation playoff with 19 points, will face CS Rova. Inter London sitting in third with 13 points. Seoul Mythic Football Club sitting in fourth with 11 points. Cairo City sitting in fifth with 9 points. And Athenine draws up the bottom with 7 points. And the final scores of this sim: Seoul MSC winning 2-1 over Cairo City, North Shore winning 4-2 over Rapid, and Inter London winning 3-0 over Athenine. Thank you guys for watching. It has been a pleasure to announce Minor Season 24, Divisions 1 and 2 for you. Look forward to more commentary next year. Love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a great night.